The Merc with a mouth has finally entered the secret sanctuary. Yes! Hey guys, welcome back to the Sanctuary. If you watch my videos or Rogues Gallery live, you know how much I've been waiting for this piece. I was charged for it 31 days ago and has been preparing to ship ever since then, sitting offshore Long Beach, waiting to get to port, be unloaded, and come my way. And then today, I received a notification at 1:45 that he'd been delivered at 1:40. Some guy named Matt signed for him. I don't know Matt. There's no Matt in our house. So I actually ran outside, jumped in my car, and searched the neighborhood for a UPS truck. Finally found one. Followed him 2 miles down the street till he stopped at a UPS store and said, "Hey, what's up with this? You know, I got this message that my package had been delivered. It's a big 20-pound box." And he said, "Oh yeah, I walked in, there was a guy named Matt in the front room, and then the next room was a laundry room, and then there was another unit behind that." And I'm like, that's my next door neighbor. That's not my house. So I got home, and sure enough, it was next door, and he's finally here. So let's take a look. So one of the cool things about this statue is that you get two distinctive looks. If you prefer a more serious Deadpool, this is the setup that you want, with the katanas and without the cable doll strapped to his belt. It's still, fairly comical because you've got the best friends necklace going on, and of course, you've got the Vespa. Some people really wish, you know what, I'm going to include myself on this. Some people wish that the Vespa was a different color. Now, the Vespa is red in the movies and in the comics, so it's totally accurate for it to be red. I just think it would look cooler if it was turquoise or some other color to contrast with the color of his suit. The tactical suit is more of like a maroon, so there is a big difference between the red here and the red here. There is some brown in there, so it's more maroon. And of course, the texture is a lot different as well. I'll give you a good look at the Vespa. Another thing someone mentioned on a statue forum that I agree with, it would have been really cool if the mirrors had been reflective. That would have been a nice touch. Hard to do, especially with the cracks, but it would have been neat. So it comes in several pieces. You've got the main Vespa, the handlebars on each side are a separate piece, the mirrors are separate pieces, and then this back piece is also separate. I'll give you a close-up of the mechanism here. It's really well done. Another member of Statue Forum didn't like how the scratches were painted. They thought it was done kind of amateurishly, like maybe a kid could have done it. Doesn't bother me that much, but someone who's better at painting might tackle that and try to improve it a bit. It seems okay to me, but for a few collectors, it just wasn't quite up to snuff. It almost looks like a happy face. I wonder if that's intentional. I think this pose or this view is the best. I love this side view. It's extremely dynamic with the one foot up by the handlebars, the other one on the back of the seat. I love this view. In fact, I might display him like that rather than head on. Normally I would display all my pieces head on, but I really like the side view. I think it's way more dynamic. Portrait looks good. Just one portrait with this piece, even if you get the exclusive. but I like it. Works well. Lots of different textures here with the shoulder straps there and the necklace. Paint looks really good. Not seeing any overspray. Got some weathering there. Really looks nice. Give you a rear view. Good musculature on this. So one of these pouches comes off, and that's where you put the cable doll, and I'll show you that in a second. Lots of pouches here. Give you a side view of the portrait. Really nice. All right, let's look at the more comical version. All right, let's go over the changes with this configuration. As you see, I've switched out this piece so that the katanas are now shown on his back rather than in his hands. And then we have the fistfuls of utensils on both sides. And then you've got the cable doll on his belt. So it's just switching out 3 pieces, but it does give a different tone to the piece. Definitely funnier. Both configurations are cool, but I'll probably go with the more serious one, although I might switch it out from time to time. Of course, I believe the cable premium format came with a Deadpool doll, so these two would look really good together. Now, I don't think I talked about the bottom of the base earlier. You've got this nice, dingy, dirty dust cloud as he's screeching to a halt. The wheel bending, rocks up front. It looks good. I like how it's kind of gray and dingy looking. So that is the funnier setup, the more comical Deadpool that we're used to seeing. All right, here's the very colorful art box. Has a nice image of the statue on the front with an illustration on the bottom that kind of shows motion. Out of the way, nerd. Then his katana on the side there. I hope this fight never ends. Another katana. Just says Deadpool on the top. And on the bottom, I got number 151. The exclusive has an edition size of 1,000. It is still available if you want that cable doll. I'll put a link in the description of where you can buy your Deadpool. So guys, the sculptor of this piece is Guillermo Barbiero. And if you don't know that name, you probably should. He's done some phenomenal work for Sideshow and Tweeterhead in the last couple of years. He did this piece. He also did the Spider-Man symbiote that just shipped this week as well. He's the primary sculptor on the Cable PF from Sideshow. 3 really, really good pieces. From Tweeterhead, he did the Superman 2.0 that hasn't yet shipped. Probably my favorite Superman portrait in any scale ever. He did Tweeterhead's Jon Stewart. He did their Black Adam, and probably many others that I haven't mentioned. So if Guillermo Barbiero was not on your radar, he should be. I think he's one of the best, most dynamic sculptors that we have working today. So Guillermo, good work. Totally awesome. As for when you'll see me next, Rogues Gallery Live on Wednesday. We have our Halloween show. And then I think we're doing a showcase, the Prime 1 showcase. We're going to do kind of a watch party on that. I can't remember if that's Thursday or Friday. I think it's Friday. So check that out. I highly recommend Deadpool. I think this piece has been very much under the radar. I'm glad it's getting a little more attention now that people are actually receiving theirs after a long wait. So Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. I have lots of viewers, but not as many subscribers. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Take care. See you soon.